Hiddleston, and I'm here to talk about some essential Loki moments.
You were an innocent child.
No, you took me for a purpose. What was it?
Even in the script, I knew this was an important scene. It seemed to be the turning point for the character. It was such a revelation for Loki, such an emotional and profound reversal of fortune.
So I am no more than another stolen relic, locked up here until you might have use of me.
And a sense within me at the time of going, I've got to step up to the plate here. I've got to take a big swing at this. I think that impatience, he just needs to know. And I don't know if it was a conscious thing that came out of me.
Tell me!
I want to know what you've done to Agent Barton.
I'd say I've expanded his mind.
We both knew it was a great scene. And it was quite a long scene. It was like 4 or 5 pages maybe. We met up and just ran the lines. We just ran them and ran them and ran them and ran them and ran them because we wanted to be so on top of the material that we had space to play.
Is this love, Agent Romanoff?
Love is for children. I owe him a debt.
And it was such a well-written scene because it's almost a game of chess and you think Loki's winning, but really it's Black Widow who's got the upper hand and she's outsmarted him.
So, Banner, that's your play.
What? Enough. No more illusions.
I love that scene because when Thor comes down to visit Loki in the dungeons, he has quite literally created the illusion of being okay. And Thor calls him on it.
I did not come here to share our grief. Instead, I offer you the chance of a far richer sacrament.
Thor and Loki seem to exist at this moment at completely opposite ends of the spectrum, and yet they have both somehow been united by grief for their mother.
What makes you think you can trust me?
I don't. Mother did.
What?
Get help.
No.
Come on, you love it.
I hate it.
It's great, it works every time.
It's humiliating.
Do you have a better plan?
You know, it all came from Taika Waititi's brilliant and inventive imagination. Taika came in the morning and said, I think it'd be really fun if, instead of just walking into the room, you pretended it'd be like a game that you played when you were kids.
Get help! Please! My brother's dying! Get help! Help him!
And then as we were working it out, it was something completely improvised. But it was an amazing, I mean, it gives you such an insight into the way that Taika works.
Classic.
Still hate it? It's humiliating.
No, not for me, it's not.
The Tesseract, or your brother's head. I assume you have a preference.
No, I do. 2 months before I started filming Thor Ragnarok, I knew what happened at the beginning of Avengers Infinity Wars. I found it very moving, actually, because I suppose Loki's journey through the Thor movies and the first Avengers is about the complexity of being an Odin son.
I, Loki, Prince of Asgard, Odin's son.
And it was just the fact that he refers to himself in that way in front of his brother and tries to save his life, I found was a kind of really touching way to go out. And it kind of closed the book on all of that trauma, the trauma of not being a part of this family. Those are some essential Loki moments. Now you know what to watch.